Good morning, everyone. How are we all? Hope we're all good. So the Ryan Garcia circus continues, doesn't it? We had the weigh-in last night. He weighed in over £3 over the limit. So that was quite shocking. £3 in terms of making the weight is massive, a massive amount. You consider if someone comes in a pound over, you think that's really unprofessional and really careless. A lot of people are saying, is this kind of a master stroke by Ryan Garcia? Is this calculated? I don't believe it is at all. In terms of Devin Haney, a lot of fighters, to be honest, a lot of fighters don't care if, in terms of just the fight itself, a lot of fighters don't care if one fighter is a couple of pounds over the weight. It makes very little difference in the fight. You spar guys way heavier than that. So they're not that particularly bothered. They're bothered in the sense that you should have fucking done better when preparing for this fight if you're a professional. I believe the fact that he's coming over is just lack of unprofessionalism. I think Ryan Garcia just displays a complete lack of unprofessionalism in every area. One thing I noticed, and I don't know if many of you noticed this either, I'm sure my boy Clown Fighter might touch on this because he's my go-to guy for UFC, but if you look at, when they had the face-off after the actual weigh-in, Garcia had done this sort of elaborated sort of stance right in the face of Devin Haney. Now, Conor McGregor's done that a couple of times, and the rage on the face and the really up close. Conor McGregor's done this. To me, he looked like he's just completely copying or mimicking Conor McGregor. He's done it in that way, and even the fact where Ryan Garcia came out drinking a beer, Conor McGregor's done that with a proper 12 and all that. To me, and then some of the outlandish things he's saying, to me, it was like he's just copying Conor McGregor, and trying to be this. Is he doing it just for clout and to get stories about him? And again, as he likes to go viral, is it just that? Or what? But to me, it was like watching Conor McGregor weigh in the early days. Difference being Conor McGregor always made weight. He didn't come in £3 over. So there is that. If you are the other guy, and the other guy comes in that much over, if anything, it gives you more confidence. Because in my head, I would think, I've done the work. I know I've done the work. I've prepared. I know I've done the runs. I know I've got up early. I know I've trained. I've come in on point, on the money, on weight. Well, look at the other guy, come £3 over. In my head, he ain't done the work. He ain't done the work. And then automatically, I've got the initiative. I'm confident because I've done the work and the scales have told me you haven't. So I don't believe it's calculated. A lot of people say they don't think Ryan Garcia should be allowed to fight. Well, they can only test him. I don't know how stringent the psychological tests were. He just seems to say they drug tested me and I was clear, I'm good to go. Is he endangering himself? No, I mean, like, just because someone's personality and persona and psyche is different, do we say in our opinion he shouldn't fight? I don't know if he should fight. Let him fight. If he pays the price, he pays the price. That's just the way I am. But bit of a fiasco. He's now, $1.5 million lighter. Says that's easy work. Maybe so. But to me, it just shows more and more and more that Devin Haney will absolutely skull and destroy Ryan Garcia. I don't know if Ryan Garcia is also doing that thing of, even Ryan Garcia might know he's already beaten. And if he projects enough of the killer and he projects himself as the more dominant, maybe it will convince him and help him in his performance. And you know what I'm trying to say? Don't know. Like I said before in the video, he's a very complex character. But just when I watched that, the initial thing I thought of, you have stole so many things, so many exact sort of behaviours that Conor McGregor has already done, from that in the face with a stance, with he sort of pronounced forward elbow, whichever he did. I just thought Conor McGregor's done that. He's done that exactly in the same way you've done it. And even coming up drinking a beer, Conor's done that in the same way you've done it. Difference is Conor McGregor made weight. And Conor McGregor in his prime was a far better UFC fighter than Ryan Garcia is boxer in his prime for me. But yeah, let me all know. I mean, it just adds more freak show value to this fight, doesn't it? And if one thing, because I listened to Dan Raphael the other day, and I can't remember, it might have been on IFL, and they were asking him about how big this fight was. And Dan Raphael said that in the States, not many people are taking this up. This isn't a story. Even, I don't know if many of you watch there's First Take with Shannon Sharp and the other guy. There's First Take, and there's the one on that used to be on HBO as well. They're kind of a general sports magazine program, but they cover all the prominent boxing. And Dan Raphael said, like, they're not even really taking this up. So this isn't. That's partly down, I suppose, to Devin Haney. He's not the most. I personally think Devin Haney is. I think he's a good talker. I think he has star quality, but a lot of people sort of say he's a bit dull. And yes, certainly in his numbers, he needs a dance partner to really do big business. I'm sure that will change, but at this point, he's not huge business. But you think Ryan Garcia is business? And is this, if anything, this puts more eyes on this fight. There are more eyes on this fight today than there were pre the weigh-in. So, could be success. But is it calculated? I don't think so, no. I think Ryan Garcia's his ego is just through the roof. His ego's through the roof, which is mad considering you got kind of embarrassed and you quit against Tank Davis. But we will see. I will see. I will watch. Will you watch? I will watch. That was it. I'll see you soon. I'm out.